I watched the show out of goodwill at this point, but I'm not a fan of it like other people are.
Did you watch this?
I did.
It hurt me in so many. It just made me feel bad. Like the whole time, I just felt bad.
It did. Here's my thing, and you were talking about Game of Thrones and being dressed up. Where the thing I think I like about Game of Thrones is that when that season and that series is over, you're watching, and then you ask yourself, what happens next?
Yeah.
And that's where like I feel like it's a reward. Like even in this last season of Game of Thrones, where we're like, this is the show we've always wanted. You know, that last where you're like, I want this, I got everything I wanted. It's all awesome. That reward that you get from that is like amazing. And I feel like with Walking Dead, it's more just like, oh, shocking for the sake of being shocking. Like you're just shocked. Like that first episode of Walking Dead for me should have been the last episode of the season, so that you could go, what happens next? Because here's what I think is going to happen in the next season. I think the writers are going to just spin their wheels, and it's going to be more of posturing. I feel like it's going to be more like, oh, Rick, you need to fight. And Rick's like, no, I can't fight because I'm broken. Oh, Rick, you need to fight. No, I can't fight. It's just going to be like, and in the end, what's going to happen is like, it's time to fight. And then we're going to cut, and it's going to be like, time for the new season. And I guarantee you.
That is like every season.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. And we've already done the whole Rick not wanting to fight thing, so let's move forward, you know? Anyways, I have problems with the writing. The other issue I think when I really lost the show was when the governor, like, I think the governor even gives a speech where he wanted to kill Michonne so badly. Right? Like, he's like, I'm going to get my revenge on Michonne. Spoilers. I'm going to get my revenge on Michonne so badly. I'm going to seek revenge. I'm going to extract my revenge. I hate her. Everything I'm doing is to capture Michonne. And then when he has two people in front of him, who does he kill?
Yeah.
And it's shocking just for the sake of shocking. But in reality, he should have killed Michonne.
I thought about that too.
It just didn't make any sense to me. At least, like, make it so, like, whoa, she's still in the back of the car. We didn't pull her out in time. And he's like, oh, I'll deal with her soon enough. And then, have it thwarted. But nope, they're both there, and it's just to make us cry. They get rid of Herschel, and I'm just like, no, writers.
Because they can't. I don't know. Because they can't.
Bad writers, right?
Do you follow the comic book at all? I know that certain things they've been following the comic book on.
I read the first a gal pal of mine. She sent me the first original, the first series, and I got all the way up to where they moved into the. I hadn't met the governor yet, so we got into the part where they barely move into that gated community. But that's as far as I've gotten the comics.
This last episode followed the comic book fairly decently.
Even the Abraham part, because I thought it wasn't.
Abraham. The Abraham had already died before then.
Yeah.
But he died like in a really like pussy way. Like he didn't like die in like a bout like I'm going down. Like apparently he died like in a very like whatever kind of a way. Yeah. Like.
So I think they did that so that you could be like the people who knew that it was going to be the other person, just in case. They were like, it's awe moments. Like it's mostly less like shock and awe, and then that's what you're attached to. But then after that, it doesn't really go anywhere for me. Like I don't know. I feel like it's really lazy writing, or if people don't like a character, like you don't fix it, they kill him off. Whereas Game of Thrones is like, if you don't like a character, deal with it because he's here to stay. Until he finally gets killed off, and then they're like, oh, that was finally, you know what I mean? Like when
Ramsay's death was so satisfying. Like so oddly satisfying.
But how long did it take for them to get there? And it was great. And we got it in the last episode of the season. We didn't get a cliffhanger for it because we are now asking what happens next. And that's what I love about that writing on that show.
I get what you're saying, because even without there being a cliffhanger, you still want to know what's going to happen.
You can't wait, can't you? Right?
Yeah. No, they're doing such a great job on like making things so, like the budget and stuff on it.
Yeah. Oh, that last episode, that fight scene, and
I think that was the second to last, wasn't it? Or
yeah,
was it
the second to last episode was just phenomenal.
The battle scene, it was so well done.
Yeah,
like
it was fantastic.
The way it was shot, like where the camera was, like you were right there with him. Like it felt so good.
It was amazing. It was absolutely the most amazing thing I'd ever seen on TV in my lifetime, and it was great. It was fucking great. And I turned into like a giddy like school kid. I'm like, yeah.
One of my friends like downloaded the fight scene and just kept like watching it over and over again. Like every time he was like bored in public, he would just like watch the battle scene. Like
really, yeah. That's fantastic. It's really, really great. So, what's your favorite show right now? Then, what are you watching now?
I guess right now I'm keeping up Walking Dead. Oh, and Black Mirror. Have
yeah,
you seen Black
it's fantastic.
Mirror?
I haven't. A friend of mine started watching it at work, and I was like, okay, let's watch it. And so I only seen a few episodes, so now I want to go back and start from the first episode and move forward.
Are you? It doesn't really matter. If you
no, yeah, that's what he said too. He's like, it doesn't matter because they're not.
They're not connected at all.
Yeah, they're not contiguous or contiguous or whatever. What's the smart word for it? Contiguous.
I don't know.
Sure, whatever. Smart. Insert smart word here. So the one that I saw that I really loved was the John Hamm one. Have you gotten to that one yet?
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that one was good. The whole new season is just fat. Or only seen 2 episodes so far of this new season, and it's really good. But yeah, that John Hamm episode was was really good.
You're exactly where I am.
Oh, you've seen the first 2 episodes?
I've seen the first 2 episodes. I call it the Meow Meow Beans. I don't know if you ever see Community. There was an episode of Community where they gave each other Meow Meow Beans. And then the more Meow Meow Beans you had, the smarter, the better person you were. And so people were obsessed with giving each other Meow Meow Beans. It was a comedy. And then the school unravels and a new architecture, becomes the people with more Meow Meow Beans become the elite. And so I call it the Meow Meow Beans episode. But essentially,
that's funny.
That's the one with
the stars.
The stars,
yeah.
Which was really sad, actually.
Yeah, it did get really sad. Both of those episodes must be. All of those episodes made me feel just really ugly and terrible inside. It was.
That one was great. I love that one with Opie's daughter. My name wants to go to Bryce Dallas Howard.
I'm so bad with those names.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard. But that was great. So then you're where I am. You saw the second one, the one where the guy in the spooky house.
Game?
Yeah, the video game. That was really great.
That one also makes you just feel terrible at the end.
Really did, right? Yeah, it really did. I thought the things that were going to pay off didn't pay off, and it was okay. That's okay. And something like that, where they introduce something and it doesn't pay off. But I really thought him taking the pick was going to come back and haunt him. But it really didn't. It was more the parent. It was his.
Well, it kind of. It really did, him taking the pick, but it was. But
only in his fear, in his fear part, but it didn't.
Well, because he turned his phone on to take the pick.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right. That's absolutely right. I forgot about that at the end.
Oh, that was.
Oh yeah,
spoilers.
He killed himself.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It did pay off. It totally did.
Yeah, if he hadn't turned his phone on, that's why she was like, I don't know. He must have been something that he did when I was out of the room.
Yeah. Speaking of Twilight Zone, that's what Black Mirror feels like to me.
Yeah, that's what everybody compares it to. It's
it's a modern day Twilight Zone.
But it's longer. It's a lot longer. The stories are much longer and much more complex, I think, than the Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone, here was your scary thing, and then you got your payoff at the end.
Right.
Here's a premise, and here's how it ends.
These ones leave you really thinking. I saw the one where the guy becomes obsessed with going through his memory, and then his life unravels. That was really great.
They've done a lot with where social media meets reality, kind of splicing those two together.
Yeah.
They had a really good advertising campaign for that episode for Black Mirror.
They're really advertising the 4th season really heavy. It seems like they are.
It's because Netflix bought it.
Oh, okay.
So I think this is just the 2nd season.
Oh, the 2nd season.
But Netflix bought them, so now Netflix is putting all the money into it, and originally it was a BBC show. Right. And then Netflix picked it up, became really popular, and then Netflix bought them, and now that's why there's better actors in it, and Netflix is the one that's pushing it. So now it's a Netflix show.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It was good.
I saw the one with Domhnall Gleeson where they make the robot. Where he passes away. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Domhnall. And then the husband passes away. Spoilers, man. Where the husband passes away, and
I saw that first season.
She creates a robot of him, and she keeps him in the attic in the end. Ew, man, this. I think I remember. Anyways.
Watch it again. I need to watch the first season again.
Well, I kind of love that idea.
I want to do sci-fi stuff so bad.
That's a normal experience, Em.
I guess it's like growing up and like living on your own. I usually get help with my parents and then being like, oh shit, like I'm a grown up. Like my lights got cut off. Like, fuck.
Adulting.
Yes, it sucks. I hate it. It's the worst thing ever.
It's not easy.
But come on, like, I mean, I work hard enough to pay my bills, but I guess like my drinking habits are like.
I was talking about this with a friend of mine because we were talking about jeans. I don't know why it's always about jeans. And I was like, I think I own like 2 pairs of jeans. And if it's between going out drinking and buying a new pair of jeans, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go buy. I'll fucking
and
tape
also,
my
you're
jeans.
so like generous. Like you
crotch.
go out and you're like shots, and then I feel like we're the same way.
You and I are the same way.
We're like, hey, you're good. When I have money, I'm all like,
yeah.
And that's what fucks me over. And then I'm like, oh, my bill. I'm like, oh, I'll pay you later.
Is that a race thing? Do you think that's like a race thing, like a raza thing, where we want everyone to be included in the party? Like, do you like?
I feel more Hispanic people are like that.
I feel like it's just like just being a member of like bartending world.
But he's not a bartender.
I'm not a bartender, and I.
But you take care of your bartenders, and anyone who takes care of the bartender to me is a good like. Anyone takes care of the server, I'm like, you're a good person. Because there can be guys that, like, I go on a date, and there can be guys that are like, oh, like they're like, hey, and I'm like, dude, I never want to see you again.
It goes back to that like old thing, like, when you're starting to see someone, you know who they are, how they treat their, like, servers.
I've heard people say that before. That a friend of mine said that to me. Is that really true?
I feel like it's true. Even Mikey, like the guy,
like, because when I'm like seeing a girl or like dating a girl, and I just see that they're just all like fucking like assholes or like bitches to like people bringing you their food or like their drinks. And I'm just like,
you're a shitty person.
Oh my fucking god, like I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
Because the way you fucking treat them, and you think a $60 tab, oh, $1 is cool, right? I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
You know, every guy I dated, like after me, they're actually good tippers because like. Like they'll like sign off and I'm like, is that like I don't tell them to leave a tip, but I look and then I'm like, and I drop money and they're like, oh, and then they catch on. They're like, oh, okay, like.
I mean, it's because my brother's a fucking accountant, and I'm like, dude, 20%, and he's like,
why?
Every time he gets the bill or whatever, the tab, he's just like. Dude, I know you're smarter than this.
You're like, you can add 20% to it. You've got to know how to do the math.
Yeah, his brother's smart. I mean, I think after like but he learned to tip with you.
Is 20% enough of the tab always?
I think 20% is decent.
20% is like, even if it's shitty service or whatever, it's fucking.
Yeah, I hate people. Even when people give me shitty service at any restaurant, I'm all like, you know what, like. I will never be like, I'm not gonna tip.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this. I feel like
if
karma.
You've never worked in the service industry, have you?
Yeah, technically I have, yeah.
Where?
But it doesn't really count that much. I mean, I was a bartender for like Fuddruckers, but like back in the day. And my first job was waiting tables at Village Inn, and yeah, I think that's it.
I mean, like,
did you see that dude from fucking Village Inn on?
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't Jimmy Fallon. It wasn't
Jimmy
Fallon.
Kimmel.
Yeah.
He tweeted the other day. It's like, I wasn't fired, guys.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Like, did you find him cute? Because all the girls were super in love with him.
He was super cute.
Did you find him cute?
He's like a little 16-year-old.
Really young though. Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
he like 16 years old?
Yeah,
he's
like a little kid. Yeah.
Like if I say I'm
like
to like Chris
19-year-old.
Hansen's gonna come after me, right?
Oh no, right. Well, can a girl say that about a young dude, or is it? Yeah, you could, right?
Wait, what?
Like that's right. He's like 16, so like if is someone gonna come?
He's like 19.
Yeah, he's got to be. I guess you couldn't say that about a 16-year-old girl if you were a man, right? You'd like totally
That's
be
weird.
a man. Yeah.
Then it would be like
super weird.
offensive.
Yeah, isn't it like that double standard?
But a woman could say that about a man, right?
Cause I grew up with double standards my whole life. Growing up with 6 men, like machistas, like it was the worst.
Is that how many brothers you have?
Yeah, 6 brothers.
Holy
2 sisters.
shit! So Lenny's just the tip of the iceberg. Oh my
Lenny,
god!
like it's like 6 Lennings. Like they're crazy. Like they're like tough. They're like men. They're like scary. Like growing up,
I've seen Lenny lose it before. Like I saw like
He's the nicest. He's never been anything
no,
but
he's
nice
all
to me.
about respect.
But I am so
he's all about
scared
respect.
of
If you respect him, like he respects you. And if he doesn't like you, he doesn't like you. And then he expects me to not like the people that he doesn't like. But I'm like I'm my own person. Like
I feel like when I go to Prickly, like I feel like I'm at the soup Nazi. Like I'm like, Lenny, hello, and then I put down my money and I'm like, 1 Lone Star, and then I move over to the side and order my beer just to keep it. Like I feel like
no, he's a nice guy.
He is. He's never been anything but nice to me. But
he's my older brother, so he obviously is like overprotective of me.
Yeah.
Like,
but I would never cross him.
I told him like I was like I'm gonna make a fake Facebook thing and say I'm dating Damian because he'll lose his shit.
Really?
This is he doesn't like me.
Well, let's not talk about that.
Oh.
Yeah, but.
But I love you, and that's what's important.
And then I'm like I said, I'm my own person. I choose my own friends and whatever. I mean, yeah, family first, but when I feel like it's like not right or
So
he's
for
that
the
wrong,
Godfather, you never go against the family.
I'm not like that. I went against my
never.
family.
What does he say, Jen? What is Fredo? Never question a family member in front of a stranger again, right? Like, he's like, but why?
I have to do the
but
Italian hand
to
motion.
me, like I feel like my friends are my family. Like, I can call Damian at 5 a.m. and be like, I'm sad. I feel like shit. Like, who Ubers to my house? This dude.
Right.
I mean, I can text people. No one answers me. This is the one guy that he's been my friend for 3 years now. But like he's been there, and then it's a legit friendship.
Yeah, of course.
And he has beef with everyone that's close around me, like, but he's been my friend. So for me, I'm like,
I mean, like, you know how I am, and like,
yeah, like I take him around. People are like, dude, that guy sucks. Like he's obnoxious. He's loud. He gets in arguments. I'm like, well,
is that really what people like? Because I'm the opposite. I'm like, that guy's super fun. He's obnoxious and he's loud.
Like people are like,
it's because people just like it feels like it's one of those things where they see me having a good time and like being fun and they're like, oh, he's just a fucking
but I'm not saying this
sarcastic
for example,
and being an asshole.
let me give, for example, one time it was like Brian, you're a man crush Monday every day. Brian, it was Damian and we went to fucking Graham's Corner, and then like I don't know if it was ego clash between you guys, but you guys were like, because one, you guys always date the same women. 2, you guys are like, I don't know, like you guys started arguing about dumb shit like how to make a martini, a correct martini, and then
You and B-Ray?
yeah.
No way.
It's
What was it? It wasn't a martini.
He doesn't know how to make Manhattan.
Yeah, it was Manhattan. And then he's like Emma, and I'm like, nope.
You're like, I'm
no.
out of this?
I was like 7
how the
a.m. We're
fuck?
wasted.
I'm all like, how the fuck do you make a Manhattan? And he's like,
And you guys were talking about, no, first it was like, okay, first you guys started talking about bourbons.
I'm like, dude, make me a fucking correct daiquiri right now. Which is like, in bartending world, like a daiquiri is the fucking simplest thing, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I don't bartend, so yes, but I'll take
He
your word
drinks.
for it. Yeah, I drink. But yeah.
Alcohol, yes.
Point is, they're in an argument.
But it is
they
supposed to
were
be an
both,
easy drink
like,
to make,
right
right?
or wrong, you
Okay.
know, like they're
Daiquiri's
both
fucking
like
easy as shit.
arguing,
Yeah.
and I'm just sitting there like drinking my beer.
You're like,
getting
yeah,
a shot.
you're on your own.
And then Damon's like, Emma, and I was like, nope. Don't make
But it's not a real fight. It's just like a
no, just arguments. But that's how he is. Like he's very like he confronts you, and like even like one time I invited one of my friends.
I'm real, bro.
I invited one of my friends.
That's
to
what I was gonna
Lloyd's,
just say
and
right now.
He was like, I don't know why you guys are in an argument. And Vanessa, some girl Vanessa, like she hates you up to this day. But you were like, no, this is wrong. Like you're wrong. And she's like, well,
She was wrong.
and he's like, Emma, and I'm like, nope, staying out of this. Most of the time he is right, but like it's very like I think confrontational. That people are just like, whoa, like too much.
Well, I always feel like every time I see you like singing Taylor Swift and stuff like that, I'm like, that's you. That's not like a fake. You're not like, that's really you. You're like, I really enjoy. Like I'm gonna have my good time wherever I go. It's always real. That's the great thing about you that I always like.
But that's why I hang out with him. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, he's one of my best friends. Even like we don't talk for a month, and then, like I told you, like I can call him.
Yeah.
And he's there. I mean, Brian's one of my best friends.
Yeah, of course.
I have friends that are just like they don't get along, but I have different. Tiffany's a good friend. She lives with me. Brian's like one of my best friends.
He lives with you now.
Yeah. I told him I was like, hey, you want to pay part of my electric bill? But yeah.
He
It's just one of those things where it's like, it's because people like going back to like why people hate me. Deal. It's because like people like, even when I'm being like
charismatic, they think you're being fucking sarcastic.
That might be, I don't know, you're the, it might just also be a little bit of jealousy on the people that don't like you part.
I feel that too, though.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Without feeding your ego, and not to feed your ego because I'm not getting anything from it, but people might look at you and go, oh, he's fun, he's good looking, he hangs around with all these.
We're talking about Damian?
Yeah.
I was kidding.
This guy.
But, you work at Tipsy Tiger.
Get a
Lord knows you're plowing some of those chicks, and they're probably just going to hate you just for that alone. We are jealous people. It's really disgusting, isn't it? I know.
Jealousy,
I said sorry.
That's all I'm saying.
This conversation is not suitable for anything. This is all.
That's all I'm saying, man. Like, sometimes even when I'm actually being like truthful and fucking not being a fucking tool. Dude, yeah, doucher tool. They're like, oh, what, why are you laughing? Like, why are you smiling about it, though? And I'm like I can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
No, like, yeah, you do it your way.
Exactly. And like she said, like we've been friends forever because she like gets me.
The first day he started working at Hope, people were like, "Fuck that guy."
Me.
And the first day he started working at Hope, he hit on me, and I was like, "This guy's an idiot." He was like all about me, following me around, and I was like, "Dude, you're gonna get over it, and then you're gonna seem like one of the bros." And one night, I actually invited him out, and everyone's like, "Why did you invite him out? Like, why did you invite this kid?" And out of nowhere, everyone fell in love with him. They're like, "Oh, Damian, like Damian." I was like, "Yeah," because I feel like, I remember when I saw him, I was like, okay, like, because he's hitting on me, I'm like, dude, stop, because I feel like we're gonna be friends. Like, stop.
Yeah.
I don't like you this way. We're gonna be cool. And then we became like super cool. Like, we went to cruises together. Like, he's from cruises. I always remember that. I've been the one person that actually like was like, no, this guy stood up for him. I've always like, I'm real. Like I said,
not like naming names, but a lot of people were like, I showed him texts where people were like, really, you're gonna fucking fight this idiot? When me and Emma like started like fucking like hanging out, everyone was like, what the fuck, like hanging out with this fucking weirdo, like what the fuck, that guy's fucking weird. And like she said,
I've never thought that about you, and ever, like, you have always been the nicest, most respectful to me. Like,
you know what I like?
I don't know.
He's sarcastic. I love sarcasm. He's smart. He's like, he's charismatic, and I feel like we're all in this. Somehow, like, my best friends are like that. Like Brian, like, he's a good-looking man. He's smart. He's charismatic. And then that's what I look for. And when, like, people didn't see it at first, they were like, oh, Damian. And then they're like, oh, shit, like, Damian is cool. Like, Damian is actually a pretty cool dude. And we joked around, we joked around and we started seeing, like, how much we have, similar things from, like, being, like, born in Mexico, crossing over, like, being Mexican, growing up in a family. Like, hats off to us, growing up in a, like, family that couldn't help us, like, with education. Like, my mom, like, she can speak English. Like, we learned on our own, and that's how
from like SpongeBob.
Yeah, and your English is amazing on both of your parts too.
Just watching cartoons.
When you spoke Spanish, I think you blew my brain the first time I heard you speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was like, holy.
Yeah, people always think that he's white. I told him, like, dude, we're gonna have a kid. Like, he's my best friend, like one of my best friends, and I'm like, we're gonna have a kid together.
Don't you want to marry your best friend though?
No.
Or am I the only one who wants that? I want that so bad.
So I'm gonna marry 5 people because I have 5 best friends.
If Brian had a vag, I'd be the happiest man alive.
So I'm gonna marry. So it's gonna be you, Brian, Tiffany, Damian, and I. We're gonna be like a whole like fucking like what is it called now?
Like a commune. We're all gonna get married to each other.
Yeah.
We're all gonna splooge onto a fucking like biscuit and just throw it in Emma's vagina and see who's the lucky guy.
That's gross.
That is
the worst thing
that
I've
is
ever heard.
horrific. And also, I normally pay $20 extra for stuff like that.
Because you know that's. Do you know why fucking Limp Biscuit is called that?
Oh really?
Is that what it's called? That?
Limp Biscuit.
Yeah.
It's a fucking like when like your homies, which I don't know who the fuck you're hanging out with at the time, but you fucking you splooge. The last one to fucking like go on it has to eat it.
Ew.
That's what a Limp Biscuit is.
Huh. I've never heard of that before, and I'm not sure I'm happy.
Like a bukkake is.
Yeah, I know what bukkake is.
You don't know
if I were a porn star, that would be my porn star name.
I don't even know what that is.
It would be Charles Bukkake instead of Charles Bukowski.
A bukkake is like when like 50 dudes just like
blow their load
on your face, and you just like.
What's that? Snuff. No, snuff from Chuck. The butt.
Snuff. What?
Is it snuff or?
No, snuff film is when you actually get murdered.
No, I'm talking about. No, yeah, I know. I know the black market.
And you like get.
No, I'm talking about.
Get off
what's
on
his name?
like people.
I sound like an idiot right now. Let me look him up.
Wait, you should have left your phone charging.
I know, I should, because like my lights are off since I'm not an adult.
Which is normal, which is okay. You'll get it, but it's something you can fix, Em.
I'm telling you, been there, done that.
It's something that'll be fixed. It's a, yeah.
Well, I was hanging out with Damian listening to music. We passed out, and the fucking like, my roommate comes out and she's like, lights out. I'm like, great.
Tiff?
Yeah.
Tiff's hilarious.
She's a cool girl.
Yeah, she really is. Yesterday. What happened to you yesterday? Why didn't you go carve pumpkins? I was even there.
Were you?
Yeah. And I was going to text you too, but everybody was like telling me they were texting you, and I was like,
No one texts me. They're such a liar.
Oh, I thought they said they did. So I was like, I won't text you then if everyone's texting you.
Or
that's what maybe I thought they were texting you because they were asking for you, so I just assumed they were texting you. But I was like, I'm not on text Emma, and then I was like, I don't think she'll.
I actually got stranded at Love Buzz. My friends they picked me up. They picked me up Prickly, and then we're here, and they're like, let's go to Love Buzz. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, let's go to Hope after. I'm like, all right. So we're at Love Buzz, and they're like, oh, we're going to Murray's. And I was like, well, what? They're like, yeah, we're going to Murray's. Like, bye. And I was like,
okay. Well,
all right, well, let me find a ride home. I don't have, like, money on my credit card, so I can call an Uber. So I just text one of my friends. Like, I went inside and, like, got, like, because I'm a worst growing up ever. Like, my phone's off, my electricity's off. So I went inside to use their Wi-Fi. And, I called one of my friends. She picked me up, dropped me off home.
I was out. You could have called me. I would have picked you up and brought you to home.
Adulting sucks.
I don't ever want to grow up. I'm 75 and I fucking act like I'm a 20-something-year-old kid. I don't want to grow up.
It's crazy because I'm 87.
Yeah. No, I'm really old. I'm really old.
I'm really
old. We're all really old. I feel like we're all vampires.
I feel like that too because I look at you guys and I'm still like, these guys are like 19-year-old kids.
Yeah, like I get guys that are 21 and they're like, hey, I think you're really pretty, like let's date. And I'm like, how old are you?
Well, 21? Wait, being attracted to your own age is not, they're not, hand in hand. You're a 15-year-old boy and they're attracted to 30-year-old models. Yeah, that has nothing to do with it.
I'm saying like they don't know.
Oh, they just think you're young.
Yeah, like they're just like, hey, like can I take you on a date? I'm like, how old are you? 21. I'm like, nah. And then when I meet a guy my age, I'm just like, oh my god, this is like a gold mine. Like, what?
You're like,
I was telling you yesterday.